What's up, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America, planet Earth? I'm sitting here wondering why the fuck. Oh, what the fuck was that? What was that? Oh, eye roll. Planet Earth.
I had something in my eye.
How is it we had the panic? I didn't have the nice smooth transition from the intro video to us. Because all of a sudden we're about to go live, and it said, I did. I went, and everybody was like, blah, 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 and talking. What's up, everybody? We're back at Scarpaci's for another edition of Bar-jutsu Live. I am Jim, just Jim, nothing special. Yeah, like I said, I'm like, let's go. And it said, please close your thing because your battery's dead. And I looked and it wasn't plugged in. Moron.
Stupid.
They stupid. With me, as always, is the greatest crew ever, and we are fucking packed tonight.
Supersize.
With me is starting on my right, your middle of the screen, with his wide open crotch, just airing out the goodness. Mr. GothHop Romeo, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, everyone? Bar-jutsu Live Tuesday night. Remember to tip your bartenders. All that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, hope everyone's having a great night.
I hope
September already.
It is September already, and I hope you're ready because I want to hear some fucking news. But before we do that, next to you is the beautiful, talented, lovely Amanda Nene. What's going on? Drinking it? Drinking up? Drinking?
I think we'll drink already, and it's like 7:56.
Next to her is the one and only, the man who is just styling and profiling. With he's sporting the shirt that says enormous, and we all know that he's talking about his junk. Mr. Valance from DidIt.com. What's going on?
How's it going, people?
And
What I consider Goldberg of Bar-jutsu.
he is the Goldberg of Bar-jutsu. Very good reference there. All right, switching camera to camera 2.
Part-time WWE.
Next to Mr. Valance is the beautiful and talented and lovely and sweaty, leather wearing, just
Can't see my muscle.
can't see your muscle, but we can see your
So
Miss Layla Paige. Next to Layla, the returning with the fabulous green hair that's natural, came right out of the vagina, and everybody was like, the doctor was like, holy shit, we have green hair. Miss Drew. And then returning once again and debuting another song. The lovely, the next Mariah Carey, Miss Desarae Wynn. What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Welcome back. We are a packed house tonight. Before we get into anything, before we get into some of your fucking news, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. I want to thank Iron City Beer, Icy Light. Make sure that you know, it's Steelers season. Okay, everybody gets all fucking retarded. They're like, you gotta drink. You gotta get all up for our morning. We gotta tailgate. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Just drink responsibly. Iron City Beer. And then Meineke Car Care. If you're experiencing any car issues, you wake up, you try to start your car, you're like, the fuck is this? Shit won't fucking work. Hey, you know what? You get on the phone, you say, hey Meineke, I got a problem. And they're like, dude, bring it down. We'll check it out. They check it out. If you can't afford it, guess what? They got this payment plan shit going on. It's fucking great. I love it. I'm a big fan.
Sounds good to
What
me.
if you can't get it to start?
What if you can't what?
How do you win? Bring it down here.
Down there.
I was like, bring it down.
Get that shit towed.
Push it.
Tow it down. And if you don't have it, they'll fucking hook you up. It's Meineke Car Care, Pleasant Hills and Castle Shannon. Also, big shout out to Fista Productions. We love you. They're doing so great. They got their retro gaming and their horror games. They got the Nightmare on Elm Street, the Michael Myers. Love it.
Thank you for clarifying that, because I think you said horror games. Like
Horror. Oh, I love me some horror games too. Also, Butterfly Bartending. The beautiful, lovely Danielle is back. We'll be doing her shot of the week. Oh, make sure that we get that done. We got a lot of shots to do tonight. So Danielle's back with Butterfly Bartending. And then our newest sponsor, if you ever wake up in the morning and you're like, I'm going to shoot something, give KMC Firearms a call. They'll be able to hook you up. He'll be able to fit you with the right depth weapon. Yeah.
I need a good depth.
The shooter. Right? You're a revolver chick, aren't you? You like the little snub-nosed revolver, 38 special.
You don't have any?
I personally am a Glock guy,
Nothing.
but I don't walk around with a gun. I'm more of a.
It's not illegal yet.
That's how I am. Well, these are my weapons.
Your
Come on, Los
sponsor.
Piedros.
Yeah, like tiny
Sign his shoulders.
I want to thank everybody for watching. You guys have a good night. I'm out. Ever say anything about my shoulder? KMC Firearms. Make sure you give them a shout out on Facebook. Check them out. They'll be able to hook you up. So, anyways, we're already 7 minutes in, and I'm dying.
You don't stop talking.
I don't shut up. That's my problem. Don't shut the fuck up. Aaron Romeo, get out of your nose. What's what's it?
I like how he was like,
I know. He's like, huh, me? Huh? Who, me? Shout out to We're Gonna Lose, who, me? But, anyways, what's in the news? You fucking handsome, devilishly, just silver-tongued fox, you. Give me your penis. All right, what's in the news? Sorry, Mom.
Anywho, okay, Lebanon, there was a terrorist attack.
Oh, he dug deep for this.
Hezbollah. That's what they're.
What is it called?
It's like a
Hezbollah?
militant group.
I mean, Hezbollah?
Hezbollah, yeah. But there were pagers. Apparently, they self-destructed.
Like
Injured
pagers, like
pagers.
1997?
Yeah, because that was a thing back in the 90s. They're bringing them back?
And then
Well,
Oh, okay. Well,
2,900 were injured, 9 are dead so far. 9 are dead from the.
so let me just
injured people.
let me just get this straight. Because I know not to cut you off, because this is a great lead-in story.
Yes, it is.
But I know, like, the big thing was, like, put it in the cell phones. Now someone's like, boom, they go dead. But in the 90s, that was a big thing. So they had pagers in the 90s, and people were putting explosives in it, little C4, you would call it, and it would detonate. You're telling me now there's dudes walking down the street, and they're like, oh, like, look at this pager from the 90s. La, 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 la. Kaboom. You don't think anybody was like, this is a little suspect?
And it wasn't sent with the Super Bowl shirts of the losing teams. It wasn't sending her at the same time. But the pictures are separate.
now wait, when they detonated, did you have to, they send a special code, like how you would text like boobs on the pager, like
I would say
80088?
5?
Yeah.
it's like famous.
She's like 80085. Oh, I love it. Or 800873555.
143 means I love you in pager code. You guys are too young to know.
Ah, the 90s.
Yeah. One, wait, what was it? One meaning.
we should have did.
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know.
1 was I, 4 was love, and then 3 was you because of the number of letters.
I thought one was like A through C.
No, it's serenading girls.
Clearly, I didn't get a lot of 143s on my pager because I don't know what it means.
I don't know anything about that.
Serenade. Yes.
Oh, they're 831. 831 was another I love you. 8 letters, 3 words.
How about you just type out I love you?
Yeah, oh, because you
Yeah,
couldn't. Because in the pagers,
Oh,
in the
okay,
pagers, it was just numbers.
Like the old song.
We weren't like we weren't rich, and we didn't have the ones where you could actually type out the words. We just had the numbers, so you had to decode it.
No,
But it was so
I kept
cool.
thinking we were talking about like old stuff.
Oh yeah, but it was so cool because back then you got so good at it. You would see like 1-84461 whatever. You'd be like, oh, he's down the corner. He'll be here in 25 minutes. You're like, now you're like, what? I love how Layla was like, yeah, I know, I've seen that, I know that. Yeah, on an episode of what, Hannah Montana?
No.
Friends.
Can you tell me what it? All right, what was the? Can anybody remember the big paging company? I remember what I had.
Motorola.
No, what Motorola was the one that made all the pagers. But who had a pager here? I had a page. Who did you subscribe to? It's awesome. It was $7 a month.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Mine was just American Pager.
No, I didn't have that. I think I was Motorola. That I didn't. Mine was
But I don't think
I
Mary
had a fancy pager.
Of course you were. 'Cause you're like,
The rich Catholics. Oh.
Yes.
ooh, Layla said that with some bitterness.
Ooh, my mom
was
is
like,
gonna
yeah,
be texting
the rich
me
Catholic
again.
school.
Yeah, 2 weeks
Like,
in a row.
But anyways, Aaron,
Whatever.
what else is going on? So Hezbollah killed a lot of people.
Another attempted assassination on Trump. You know, I had to bring that up.
You weren't present at this one, though.
Was
right?
it really an attempted
You weren't there.
assassination?
So, like, apparently the dude voted for Trump last time, but didn't support him and was hiding in the bushes at Mar-a-Lago trying to get him.
Was it Mar-a-Lago?
It was
Right.
a golf cart, of course. I'm assuming it was Mar-a-Lago.
So from what I saw, he never actually squeezed off a round.
No.
He was just ready to go with it.
Why is
They saw
Trump
the
saying
barrel
that he
sticking out
heard
of the
gunshots?
truck.
They saw the barrel before he get
They
in.
saw the barrel before they saw him, and he took off running.
So, not that I'm trying to bash it, but is that technically an attempt?
No.
I don't think it is.
How did he get on his golf course?
Because
I think it was through the fence.
they said, I saw this morning, they said, because he wasn't supposed to be there. And the guy happened to be there. It was like, the guy was like waiting it out.
He was
Yeah, he was a whole
long
ahead.
ass barrel got in his golf cart.
He was a
somebody
whole.
shows up today.
He was a hole ahead of where he would have been next, where Trump would have been next, according to his the golf holes. He was waiting at the next one.
Could you imagine? Because Trump wasn't scheduled to be here, so that guy was probably like just sitting there for days, waiting, sitting in his own feces and just smelling his own farts. Like, oh. Aaron, what else is in the news?
Well, locally, their south side slips. There was something. Their couple was told to keep their place clean, or told to clean up their place, and then they shot the person and shot.
What?
I could kill somebody over not cleaning.
So wait, they were hoarders. And the landlord came and said, "Clean up this stock," and they were like, "No." Wow, that does sound like us.
Yep, Steelers are 2-0.
That's luck. They're lucky as shit. They're a fucking terrible team.
Defense is like,
Whatever.
here we go, win offense. Their team.
How about that Russell Wilson? You're a fucking trooper, Wilson. You're worth every fucking penny. You fucking piece of shit. Russell fucking Wilson, my asshole. What else is up? You gotta have more. You gotta have more than that. You've been itching to spend it.
Oh yeah, I'm itching. Yeah,
You better get that taken care of.
They're underway. College football, Texas is number 1 now. They're
Fargo was number 1.
yeah.
Does nobody get that reference? Am I the only one that got that Super Troopers reference? Florida's number 1!
Lost out.
Florida State's 0-3. That's okay. Pitt's 3-0. Any Pitt fans out there, I'm sure Pitt fans be excited.
4-0.
Well, I worked that game with fucking nightmare.
Right. Okay.
For sure, the Pitt versus West Virginia.
The backyard brawl.
It's a goddamn shit show.
That is the
parking or just like
The game, everything else. These West Virginians are the worst. Last time West Virginia was trying to shit in one of the urinals.
it's not. Oh no, you're not.
Tell me that before. I think you've
Like,
said that
it probably
before. I
has.
think you've told that before that somebody took shit in the urinal. Because I made a South Park reference. Isn't that I made a South Park reference about whenever Stan shits in the urinal.
That has to be a young person thing because, and it has to be a dare. Because, there's no way that somebody is that plastered where I'm just like, just shit in one of these urinals. Like, it has to be a dare or something.
You know what?
I think it's a
Speaking of
patience
that,
thing or lack of.
my brother, he told me a story a while ago about this kid. We used to daycare and, it was like one of those mixed type of daycares where it's like, older kids with the really, really little kids, stuff. And this one kid had to have been like maybe 3 or 4. And he witnessed him in the bathroom, sitting on the urinal, just taking a shit. And he said hi to him.
He had no idea he was
Yeah,
something
he
wrong.
had no idea. Yeah.
So, when I was a kid, I'm like, grown as an adult, old enough to get into a bar.
Right.
Has to be a dare. Has to be
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Even about that, most of the times it's not a dare.
I don't think it's
You,
there.
you go downtown and you get these executives and they're like attorneys and they're like, whatever they are. They're all rich. They're driving like their Mercedes and stuff and everything. And they're like, you know what? I can afford to enjoy it. I can afford to have the weekend where I go watch a Steelers game. I can pay for these tickets. I can go have some drinks. I don't have to worry about shit. Speaking of not worrying about shit, I'm gonna shit in this urinal. Like, and then they go home in their SUVs and stuff, and they're like Fox Chapel or Wexford. You're like, well, you feel good about yourself? And then somebody's got to go clean it. It's like I make so much money that you have to clean up my shit.
So, like, the thing that gets me is that, like, there's not common, like, toilet paper next to urinals. So, like, you're just raw dog.
Oh, absolutely.
All day.
Absolutely.
For the sake of hoping in the urinal.
And then you're just like, something smells like shit.
And you know what else? You know what else amazes me about that? When you get dudes that are like, "Oh my god, my stomach's killing me. I really got to go." They're like, "I can't hold this." The way that the human body has the ability to torpedo it right out of your asshole, so it's like, and then there's like nothing to play. We do because we're in a bar. That's what we do here on Bar-jutsu Live.
You do in a bar? You talk about
Everybody poops.
Shit in a urinal.
I mean, all we talk about is poop and Aaron masturbating
And boners.
and
Well, what else is there in life?
I guess
Is there more news?
What else? What else you got for us? Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, Sidney Crosby signed a 2-year deal.
Is it true that he left $43 million on the table so that everybody else can get paid? You're a fucking champ. Sid the Kid, you are the fucking best. Supposedly? Is it supposedly or supposedly?
Supposedly.
I don't think it's either one.
It's supposedly.
Oh.
Then why did you say it be in there? Hey, I want to take an opportunity that I'm going to have right before we move on to the next subjects of the night because we are 20 minutes in already. Holy shit. Last Saturday, we did the Rolling in Hot car show down there, and it was good for Meineke and Team Nuts. I want to thank those guys for having us there. But prior to the show, I made an off-color joke to Aaron Romeo, and it was it's one of those brotherly jokes that I always make. And I didn't know until you came in for the show. No, it's okay, but I just want to do it live. But I just want you to know that I would never do anything like for you from the bottom of my heart. I apologize. You're the man. You know I love you. You fucking piece of shit. Podcaster.
and it's no neck. It is no neck.
All right,
We're
Drew. I'm going to switch the chair. Thank you for the news, buddy. Good job today. You really fucked that one up.
I was trying to test drive cars, and the car said they couldn't pull me out.
Wait, real quick. Quick, before I switch over to Drew, because I want to talk about her and her hair and her piercings. She's like, why me? Because you came, that's why. How funny was that? So we're walking around the car show, and Meineke's like, hey, like inside the one room, they have all these gifts and stuff, and you have to buy tickets, and you sign them out, and then you put them in the, what is it, like silent auction or something like that? Yeah, you kind of put them in there. So, like, they said, hey, here, when you walk around, just hand out some tickets, courtesy of Bar-jutsu and Meineke, free tickets. So, like, I am a people person. I can come up to you and be like, hey, I get some free tickets here. No obligation, nothing, blah, 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 blah. Here comes Aaron. He's like, want a ticket? And they're like, no. He's like, okay, for the raffles and stuff. And they're like walking, they're like, honey, let's go. And I have to go up. I'm like, hey, stop. And they're like, what? I'm like, my friend here is trying to give away free tickets. No obligation. You're not paying for anything. It's from the show. We're doing a TV show here, and we're just giving away tickets. These are the ones if you go pay for in there. And they're like, oh, okay. If he was a fucking salesman, this fucking country would be in the shitter. Nobody would buy dick. Terrible salesman. He was so creepy about it, too. He's like, you want a ticket?
I want some tickets.
The old people that you went up to, they were so freaked out. She was like, Herman, let's go. Let's go. And she's like, it's all, he's like, it's all right, Agatha. Don't stare directly at it. Terrible.
They're checking the news.
Get off.
Escape.
All right. Drew, welcome back to the show. Very excited, and I want, because we only have so much time. So I want to talk to Desarae too, and I want to talk to you about your hair.
It glows in black light.
That's what you told me last. I'm so excited about it. So it glows in the black light. What do you got going on?
Honestly, not a lot.
How then? What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Her face. She's like, excuse me, motherfucker. She's like, I'll throw it out. But what do you got going on in life? Anything?
Honestly, just working a lot right now. I have like some scheduled things coming up that are pretty close.
I'm excited about that. You guys do the coolest photo shoots, and it's fine. I look forward to them. And we'll post them on Bar-jutsu, so whenever they come up, just let us know, and we'll post them. But I'm very happy to have you back. You are always welcome. And let's move on to Desarae. Desarae looks pissed off. She's like, motherfucker, I'm here. This is my time. I got a new song dropping. Talk to me. She's like, come and talk to me. I'm like, no. Desarae, what's up?
Nothing much. Just released my new single, Evergreen.
Evergreen.
Last week.
Which we will be airing on the end of tonight's show in a few minutes here, apparently. But so you're doing the producing. You produced it yourself and everything.
Yes, I did.
Very, very excited. Very thrilled. What else is going on?
Just work. Well, I just had a performance a couple weeks ago. That went really well. It was fun. I'm gonna have another performance actually next Wednesday at this club called Blue Moons. Yeah, North Side. Yeah. Lawrence.
Okay.
Lawrence, nice. Oh, the up and coming Lawrence show. Lawrenceville's all fancy now.
Next
What's it
Wednesday?
called?
Yeah. Blue Moon.
Oh, okay. All right.
Blue Moon in Lawrence.
Wednesday.
So is that a solo? Is
We're
it a
gonna
solo?
go.
Is that what is that?
So basically, you have to. It's kind of like a competition at this club. So plan on just entering, performing my song, and
Hey, no joke. If you need us to come Nancy Kerrigan some of these
Yep.
bitches.
Hey.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I said it, she thought it. Even as I was saying it, Nene's like,
No, I didn't.
nope, it's on.
Don't put me in.
See, I don't know why you have me thinking it's like Tanya Harding.
What?
That's what I
I
was
said Nancy Kerrigan. I'm like, I was thinking
Nancy Kerrigan's the one that got the fucking.
Okay.
She's the one that got. It's the same person. See,
Same.
Nancy
Same.
Kerrigan is Nancy Kerrigan is
the one that did it.
Yeah,
no.
it's hot.
See, that's why Tanya Harding is the one that arranged it. Jeff Gululi is the one that arranged it. Tanya is the skater that it would have affected. Nancy Kerrigan's the one.
Oh, shut up. Talking too
I'm
much
just
now.
semantics.
Oh.
All right, sorry.
Well, you know what? If she needs us to handle something for her, she just has to let us know.
That's what I'm
It doesn't
talking
have
about.
to be a big thing.
That's what I'm talking about. Tell us
so
a
I'll
little.
let you guys know then.
But no, we're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. We're
The
gonna go.
sincerity.
Me and Valance are definitely going.
Sincerity on her. She was so sincere about it. She was like, yeah, well, you know what? I'll give you a call.
You just pull them to the
Don't
back
worry.
door and have they're out of the competition.
Well, I'm excited. And like I said, tonight we're going to be, at the end of the show, we're going to air your song. So I'm very thrilled about that. We got some topics that I want to talk about. Valance, we're going to talk about your thing in a little bit.
All right.
Your thing.
But one thing I wanted to talk about. Has everybody here heard about, I know it's a little late. We're going to talk about it now. Everybody heard about Quiet on the Set?
Oh,
You guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Who does not know what it is? Do you know what it is?
Oh, Quiet on Set, the documentary about Nickelodeon.
Yeah. I love how now everybody knows. And I said, oh, okay, good. Because I said to Aaron, I'm like, you know what it is? He goes, yeah, Quiet on the Set.
I just haven't watched it.
It's because it's a little old. It's been out for her.
You always gotta pay like an extra $1 for watching it. So I gotta pay to watch a fucking episode.
Well,
I didn't have.
I started watching it. I got halfway through episode 1, and I stopped.
I was yeah.
So, like, I understand, there's always this shit going on with the child actors and stuff and everything. But this kind of pissed me off a lot because it was like, you know how they're always like, yeah, well, you go in and you go to these parties and like people are, oh no, oh
Of
my.
course.
But the thing about this was like, it was a big woe is me thing. Like they were like, yeah, I was on this show called All That, and Dan Schneider was there, and he made all these jokes towards like adults would get and stuff and everything. But they were all like everybody that was bitching and complaining are all people that you never hear of. Amanda Bynes, you've seen what happened to her. But like they were all
Rising.
oh yeah, but they were all people that were like obviously, well, my career's not going anywhere, so I'm gonna bitch about it. So they spent a lot of time talking about Ariana Grande and how like she did these videos like where she was like, oh, I'm drinking water. And she's laying on the bed and the water's all over and stuff. And they're like, clearly that's adult themed and stuff. Yeah, but I don't hear her bitching about it because she's a multimillionaire diva that doesn't give a shit. And nobody's really complaining saying, well, the parents knew. They threw me into this. They're like, well, if I was going to be famous, I'll be famous and suck it up.
I think that's how it goes, though.
They're like,
make enough money. Parents probably don't care.
right. And it's so
It's
funny.
like, hey, my kid's paying the bills, so I'm still the other way.
Because it's so funny because they talked about Kenan Thompson. He wasn't.
Who's
Yeah.
Kenan Thompson?
From SNL and from Good Burger.
The big chubby guy. Okay, yeah.
Hey, I mean, I wouldn't go so far as to call him chubby. I'd say maybe he's got a glandular thing.
Because I can represent that in Mark.
But my thing is, like, the people that are still stars today had nothing to do with this show. And the ones that are whining and bitching that they're working regular jobs now, it's like, okay, I get it. So what? So some director was like, hey, I have a penis and I'm gonna make a joke about it. And like they were pissed off because there was a scene where some girl was trying to open a packet and she opens the packet and it squirts her in the face. And she's like, oh, and everybody goes, well, clearly that's a money shot. They're referring to that as a shot.
And it's like Bynes was actually.
I mean, I don't.
So I feel like closely traumatizing is something wrong with
See it, but you only watched half of one
I get it, but what I'm saying is the whole.
It's a very fine line.
Yes.
That is what you're trying to say, right? Like what we discussed about the parents that how they held the whole Michael Jackson thing. They did the thing. I'm Michael forever.
I don't think Michael.
These parents sent these children to have sleepovers at with a grown man who had the mentality of probably a 10-year-old boy. It's the parents.
It's the parents.
They did it. They sold their children. It's their problem. They did this. And
they're like, oh, I don't know why.
My kid's on heroin, my kid's on drugs, blah, 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 blah. Because you sold your kids. That's what you did.
I believe Josh Peck was the one that was paid like $400,000 and a cease and desist, never speak about his time with Nickelodeon.
Wow.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know.
Josh.
That's the point.
Oh.
All of these that aren't speaking out, Josh Peck, Ariana Grande, Amanda Bynes, they're all attached to cease and desist.
Paid a lot of fucking money to
Never speak about it.
But it's not like it's new. It's not like this just happened.
Since Hollywood has
that's
been,
Inception.
I mean, you got to sleep with someone.
Well, they even talk about it in it. For briefly, they talk about Shirley Temple. Now, if you ever go, you guys know who Shirley Temple was? So if you go back, I know her. Sorry. But she's been talked about, like, if you watch interviews of her, she would talk about, like, she was 12 years old. Her mom, like, she'd be in a room, and they were like, hey, Shirley, look at that. And she was like, oh, my God. And she'd go out of the room, and she'd start laughing. She'd be like, Mom, you're not going to believe what just happened there. And her mom would be like, you're not going to believe what just happened in here.
The girl that played Ducky.
It's just that is the price. Sadly, that is the price you have to pay.
It is.
But you shouldn't get
You
that.
shouldn't have to pay it, but that's how it's been since the beginning of show business.
Don't get me wrong. I'm
And it's
not,
accepted.
not condoning this.
What's
I'm not.
crazy is that like it's not even just kids and women. Like Terry Crews,
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
good job.
like
Job.
this guy kind of was a victim of that too. So it's universal. It's just a power thing. It's not even
But
about.
the thing is, like I understand. I'm not saying what Harvey Weinstein did was right at all. Okay, but it was well known. Hey, you want to be a star in this business? You're gonna have to, shalala.
There's a consenting other party as well.
Exactly. But then the ones that are no longer, in the spotlight, like Ashley Judd, she's like, oh, Screech, he's dead.
Was he dead?
Screech dead.
Yeah.
He died.
Oh yeah, Screech has been dead for a couple years.
I think you're making them a
Like he
nature.
got involved in porn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, apparently he had a big old one.
he got John. He had a tripod. He had a Johnson. But like
You met him at
again,
Matrix?
it's like when you become.
the Matrix times.
But it's so
Yeah,
funny. It's so funny though because like they talk about like the whole Amanda Bynes thing. That's what like episode one's about. How this girl, what the hell was the girl's name? Like Katrina Johnson. I can't remember what her name is. But that Dan Schneider was like, "Oh, you're the one. You're my star. I handpicked you." And then he's like, "Oh, you're getting fat." And then Amanda Bynes comes walking in, and she's like, oh, "Look at me, I'm a new star." And then they were talking about this; it was going to be her show. And then all of a sudden, she quit because she hit puberty, and instead of being the fat girl, she now became the girl that's like the teen. And they were like, "You're too old now. You went from being the fat girl to the hot girl. We don't want on the show." So they booted her off. So she's like, "Well, I'll just go to college." So she goes to college. And while she's in college, they're like, "Did you hear about the Amanda Bynes show?" And she's like, "What?" And they gave the idea that she was going to have her show to Amanda Bynes, and Amanda Bynes show. But like the whole point of it is, this girl's on this fucking documentary bitching because, well, I'm not a superstar anymore. I'll bitch or whatever.
That's how I got nothing to lose. Or if he has something to lose, don't speak up because you might lose it.
Ashley makes.
Yeah. My question is, Desarae, are you going to go that far to become a big star?
Like the whole sex type of stuff.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
No. You're just going to do. And I think now is the time for people to make their own fame because you got YouTube, you got Instagram, you got that. You don't have to rely on that shit. You can go viral, and it's a safer thing.
Definitely.
So, I mean, the music industry, it's going broke. I mean, so many artists, you're not even making money just from the music. Even the biggest artists, they have to like other things.
Got indicted.
Exactly. Just to really make money. Because, I mean, even with tours, like if you're with the label, they're getting a big cut of that tour money. So, I mean, to be honest, you have to do other things. You have to get those brand deals. You have to get those sponsorships, money, and get into like movies and stuff like that. And probably like maybe get into like music production and produce like an artist.
So becoming like a musical star is like an introduction basically to the business.
Basically, at
As
this
well.
point. And I mean, streaming has just taken over everything. So I mean, artists aren't making money from streams, really. I mean, they're making money, but it's not that much, especially if you're a small artist. But even the big mainstream artists, they're not making that much. So I mean, to be honest, why do all of well, for me personally, why do all of that? Just to me like super mainstream, super big, and basically
Still drive on.
sell myself out to people and barely get anything in return and have to do 6 billion other things anyways just to pay my bill.
You know when it really shit the bed? Napster. Do you remember Napster? You guys see like Layla and Drew? They're like, "Nap what?" So you don't know what Napster is.
I think so.
That's fine. That's totally fine because you what are you 12? So, Napster was the first. What was it? Sharing thing.
Yeah.
So basically,
I mean, technically, Spotify's
but
way more legal.
Remember LimeWire?
LimeWire.
LimeWire and Napster were the same thing.
Yeah.
But basically, just for those of you watching that are like, I don't know what you're talking about. This dude sat down and he said, "I have an idea. I'm going to take all my music. I'm going to put it online. I'm just going to upload all my songs, And then I'm gonna fucking let you come in and take whatever you want. And I'm not gonna charge you shit. I'm just gonna say, hey, fuck it. People make way too much money off of this music. I'm going to let you download whatever. And the fact, as long as you agree that as long as you download it, you can let somebody else download it from you. So it just became this big fucking snowball thing where everybody was downloading from everyone else. And then the assholes started coming in and throwing in viruses, and you're like, I never downloaded music. I downloaded something else.
Shocker.
Thank you, Layla. Layla's like, porn.
It's part of Facebook or Napster, the one Napster versus part of Facebook.
There is nothing better though than the burnt CDs of the late 90s, the early 2000s.
You guys don't even know.
Oh, God.
Like Layla's like,
I mean,
CD.
you had the We Hate Boys CD. It was
The only CDs you were CDs, not
CD get raised
So
so
you
perfect. This is the old people.
Give me the Sterling. Oh, see, there it goes. It's CDs nuts on Rhea Ripley shit.
Just mad her dick's bigger than me.
It is bigger. She's got such a huge penis. It's disgusting.
Just a little thing again. Yeah.
But that's where everything went downhill. Napster, and then you had everything else that copied it. Like, well, we can do this. And then everything was free. So then Metallica and Britney Spears started saying, well, we can't afford.
Another one.
What? What about her?
Changed a lot.
Oh, she's a fucking nutcase. I've been watching interviews with her lately. Yeah, she was.
Did you know that Britney Spears is the most person in history?
Is it in history?
It was Michael Jackson, but it was Britney Spears.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody fact check that. I think Layla is wrong, but that's okay.
It's the tie between Michael Jackson.
You're telling me that Britney Spears is more fact checked or she's more Googled than Jesus?
Not Jesus. I said Michael Jackson. Unless you consider Michael Jackson.
All right. Oh, I like how she said that a long time. Unless you consider it.
Britney Spears has been beat out by Taylor Swift.
Oh, look, that wasn't even me that proved.
I still say Britney Spears because I don't like.
She was right for a long time. It was Britney Spears.
Yeah, sure it was. I'm not doubting that you were wrong. I wasn't saying you were wrong at all. Just saying that's like stock market. It's so fluctuating. But that's crazy. But like I said, I feel bad because you're trying to make it big, and clearly it's so difficult now because it's like for instance, you may go and get an entertainment attorney, and then they tell you they want you to subscribe to their network.
You gotta hope you run into somebody important.
The what?
So you gotta hope you run into somebody important.
Yeah.
That's very.
But then again, and it's all gonna shit the bed anyways because look at Diddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is going to be the downfall music industry.
And everybody knows Diddy.
Because he even said it. He said, I don't give a shit. You guys want to take me down? I got cameras of every one of my parties that I threw. Everybody's coming with me. He was like,
I'm gonna take Mace down. I love Mace.
Every single person was like, whoa, Diddy just turned into a snitch. And he was like, you're goddamn right I'm snitching. I'm a billionaire. You're about to take it away from me?
So is
Everyone's coming.
So is
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be doing the same. Like I ain't going down by myself.
I mean, Epstein was going to do the same exact thing.
Yeah, Epstein's doing the same thing. Now look at him.
I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying he's about to bring everyone down. He's about to be like, all right, yep. He's about to be like, you guys want me to go away for 40 years? These guys are coming with me.
I wasn't at one of the parties.
So I'm about to take it.
But yeah, he's
about to make an offer, and that 40 is gonna turn into like 25. How about that?
Exactly. And he's gonna be like, it's gonna turn into 10 on a secluded island owned by myself.
I wonder who would be on Diddy's list though.
Oh,
So many people.
I'll bet you she is. I'll bet you she is. Oh, there's gonna be so many people
So
that are on
I
that
would
list.
love to get my hands on that list.
And that list and the
That
Epstein
would probably
list.
break my heart.
You're never gonna see
Because
it's
Diddy
gonna.
was such an
Donald
important
Trump.
part.
I've already have an idea of who's on that list just based off of like his former parties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Usher, Ashton
Used to run the
Kutcher.
Usher.
Yeah.
But
I do not like Ash
But you're
Kutcher.
not even gonna get it because it's gonna go the same route as the Epstein list.
Yeah.
It's
I know. So
and
wait,
the only difference is Epstein's dead, so they can do whatever they want with his list. Did he? If they try to take his list and say no, we're gonna bury this, he's gonna go no.
No,
I'll start naming names. That's the advantage he has. He's still breathing.
What's crazy about all this is that Cat Williams called this like January 1st.
Yeah. And everybody's like, fuck Cat Williams. I'm like, no. Like, he's got some good points. He called it. And everybody was like, Cat's a fucking junkie or whatever. He was like,
Yeah.
so, fucking unreal.
Remember when we all thought Orlando was right?
Who?
Orlando Brown.
Who the hell's that?
Desarae Wynn.
I don't know who it is.
What?
He was one of those one people too that everybody thought he was fucking crazy,
Mm.
and then he starts spilling things. I mean, it's crazy, but like he was one of those ones that was also like spilling shit about the industry. It turned out to be fucking true.
Oh. Well, I can assure you, and I'll say it live right now, none of that happens on Bar-jutsu. I'm not,
We got no list.
I mean, I speak shit to existence. Oh, Jesus' shoulders are gonna be straight.
Stop it. Would you quit it? Stop. Good night, everybody. I'll end this right now. But, anyways, all right, so we got that off there. I was glad that you brought up anything, and we talked about that. But Valence had a good point that I wanted to talk about. We briefly touched on this before, and I don't know. Sometimes I agree with this, sometimes I don't. But go ahead. I'll let Valence take it over. You're the top.
The Sanskrit thing for what? The Matrix?
The Matrix stuff.
The simulation?
The Sanskrit thing was pretty good.
Yeah.
See, I got to start sending those. When you send me the videos,
Yeah.
I got to start sharing it with the group.
Right.
But so just kind of give us a little. He's like, that's a good idea. Thank you for wasting my fucking time. But you had brought up the fact. Go ahead. I'm going to let you introduce the.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of theories about whether or not this existence is like real or not. The heaven and hell and all that stuff, and what are the other possibilities? And I just entertain the possibility that maybe this is a simulation. Like the Matrix movies, stuff like that, or to get like a more nuance, like the Total Recall movies, like you might be in a simulation like that and not know it. So I just entertain those possibilities, and a lot of people do. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, I mentioned that in the video. Like he's mentioned that he believes that it's a possibility that this is a simulation, and I just like to entertain that thought sometimes.
If this is a simulation, somebody better hit the fucking reset button soon, because this is fucking ridiculous. $6
So maybe
for
we're
a goddamn
controlled
gallon
by
of milk.
aliens. I mean, that could be a
For like
possibility.
$4.60 for a gallon of gas.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, somebody give me the fucking cheat code of life.
Exactly.
I fucking
You
need.
gotta be rich like Taylor Swift.
I think like religion, and
There's
praying
cheat code.
could be a cheat code. Like some people like believe in witchcraft, and other people believe in religion, and other people believe in whatever. I think all that is like its own kind of could be its own kind of cheat code to life.
I saw something actually this morning. I thought about it because I knew we were going to talk about this time. I do believe that if you look back in all the like hieroglyphics and all that shit and everything, and the Aztec writings and all that stuff, I do believe that the gods, like the Egyptian gods and all that stuff and everything, were creatures from another planet. They were like, okay, listen, this is what you guys need to do. And then they took over territories. They were like, all right, we're going to take over this territory. We're going to go over here. We're going to go over there. Because some of the shit that they've done, that they built, people have etched it. They're like, oh, you see it.
Right.
Oh, I do believe that they were just, there was no word to describe aliens. They were just like, those are our gods. And
that gets into a whole other possibility that I entertain. But like,
and then what?
Go.
I was going to say, because my thing is, all the fucking flybys, the flying saucers and shit and everything, I think that's just like whenever we drive past our old schools and we're like, look at this shithole. They do a flyby on us and they're like, wow, look what we fucking fucked up down there. How hilarious is that? They're still running? Oh shit, that's crazy. They haven't killed each other yet?
Yeah, how's that possible?
Didn't we Oppenheimer them? Didn't we give them? But I want to know Drew's opinion on this.
What?
Are we in a simulation?
Oh, are we on an innocent 100%?
Oh, yes.
We're on a simulation?
Oh yeah, 100%. Because like there's this weird shit that happens in regular day that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Ooh! Oh! Okay.
Yes.
And it's funny that you mentioned The Matrix thing, how we're doing
Okay.
this. Swear to God, this just happened to me. This was either when did Pixie do the thing? Say yesterday or 2 days ago? So 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
So in my house,
I'm so sorry. I gotta pee.
go
You might-
party. So
So close.
yeah, oh that would be great. Thank you. If she's ready for the shot, we're ready.
Oh,
Shot of the week.
Can I pee first?
Go pee.
No.
So swear this happened. So I come up from my basement. I'm getting ready. I'm leaving, and I just got a shower. So I go down to my basement, and I get my fucking I open my door. My cat is right there. So whenever I'm leaving, I always let the cat go into the cat's room. That way the dog doesn't attack her. So she's sitting there, and I open the door, and she goes in, and I close the door. Turn around, walk into my living room. The dog's sitting on the floor, and the cat, I have one cat, just sitting on the couch. And I go, what the fuck is that? I go, what did I just let into my cat's room? So I go into my cat's room. Cat's not in there. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, the cat's not in there. Cat's in there. I go back onto the couch. Cat's gone.
What?
And I went, what the fuck? And I called Nene. And I said, you're not going to believe what just fucking happened. I said, I either had a deja vu moment or I'm going senile. I said, but I just put my cat in the room. And then she was sitting on the couch, and then I went back, and she was in the room, and then she was gone from there.
Do you have cameras in your house?
No, I don't. I don't believe in that because people are gonna watch me. I got ghosts watching me do shit to myself all
I
the
think
time.
you're might be by a cat.
I think that's it.
No.
I got one for you. So driving down Carson, that stretch between the Corliss Tunnel and the Circle, Western Circle. So I was coming home from work, and there was this big ass SUV behind me, and I'm coming from the West End Circle, going towards the Corliss Tunnel, and going one way, one lane, going the other way, one lane. He's tailing my ass. It's like, oh, okay, well, like I'm already going above the speed limit. I'm not going any faster. I look back in my rear view mirror. He's fucking gone.
I swear that
He's
happened.
fucking gone, and there's nowhere for him to turn. We weren't even at like the emergency busway.
I swear
yet. So I was like, okay, that's fucking weird. So like, I go through the Corliss Tunnel. I come out the tunnels, and who the fuck is in front of me? The fucking SUV, the big
That's
fucking
crazy.
SUV that was tailing my ass. I was like, this is fucking weird, and I just went right home. Told my husband. He was like, well, you could have like cut in front of you. I was like, no, you don't understand.
There's nowhere to
There's
go.
nowhere for him to go.
That's
so how
creepy.
the fuck did he end up in front of me? It's like I was in a video game and GTA and that shit just glitched.
No, I definitely think we're in a simulation.
Yeah.
I have witnessed more than enough glitches in my life that makes me think about it. But then I just start thinking that I'm mentally going.
Yeah, I think it's
Same.
I think that's what they want you to think.
fucking
So
crazy.
like I work at a dispensary, so I could have been a little bit higher than normal.
That's
I
what they
could
want
have
you to
taken my
think.
edible before leaving a little bit too late. Like, it's gonna happen. But like I know for a fact he was behind me. But I went to that tunnel and he was fucking in front of me.
Well, let me ask you this: if we are in a simulation and there is another being programmed each one of us to do what we do, why the fuck do they make my asshole loosen up as soon as I'm fucking? If I gotta take a shit, I'm driving on. Ooh, I gotta go. Ooh, I gotta go. And then my asshole goes, oh, guess what? You're 100 feet from your garage. I'm gonna loosen up. And now I gotta do this fucking scamper. Whoever's watching that.
Entertainment.
Desiree's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's some weird shit right there.
No, I've definitely heard about the whole Matrix and simulation thing.
She's like, I've heard about it.
I
but
thought you were
haven't
going to say she's
experienced
had the asshole part.
That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for her to be like, no, I've definitely been in a situation where I've run to the toilet.
I would never admit that on camera.
We are terrible.
She's a lady.
She is a lady. Where are we at with our shot? Did you tell her? Or she said no?
I did tell her.
Is she
before
busy up
I
there?
leave, She
But
said she's coming.
I'm
so.
shocked. We're already 51 minutes. This is ridiculous. So we might have to go a little bit over because we haven't talked about nearly enough shit. We haven't talked about Aaron Romeo. What's going on with you?
Just working on a couple things.
You're always working on a couple. You know, you work on a couple things.
Look at your own.
He said, I'm working on a couple things. And he was like, he's been sitting there silent the whole time. I know that he's, you're listening, but I know you got some opinions.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Charlie,
I gotta hear your opinion on this.
On the Matrix?
On anything.
Because he's definitely like unplugged a little bit.
I like to talk to myself a lot.
I would say that you're an NPC.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what that
I
is?
say stuff.
non-player.
I say stuff.
Non-player.
and it
He's
happens.
definitely a non-player.
And it happens like when I like start talking about like I was like, oh, I'll catch
You know-
the trolley early to work. I work.
You know what's gonna happen? I can't believe I'm leaving my seat for this. One day we're gonna be doing the show, and Aaron's just gonna go.
Like the.
Like, dude, reset.
No, he's
Terrible.
gonna reset.
No, I can't believe I didn't have it on camera. Unreal. But
I caught the early. I'm like, okay, it's real full for a while, so I started catching the earlier one, and it was like empty for a while. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Next thing you know, as the trolley runs,
he's talking about the trolley.
I mention it again, or like I'm thinking about it out loud or whatever. In the recent day, it's like all full. The early one with the same people too, which is weird.
Yeah, it's like his
the
program
same
where you were
exact-
trained to be packed.
Ah, that would make
They're like
sense.
all wearing the same thing with the same bag, sitting in the same exact spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aaron, we're gonna do an experiment. You work tomorrow, right?
Yes, I do.
You take the trolley.
Yep.
When you get off in the trolley, what time you arrive at downtown?
Like 20 after, so I catch the 7.
All right, 20 after 7, right? At 7:14 a.m., go down middle of the street, start cranking. If nobody reacts, they're definitely in a simulation. They were like, that program was not functioning.
After Aaron's masturbation.
And
Okay.
it was,
Way.
it's a circle of life. It's a circle of the circuit. Circuit of life. He's a non-playable character. I would love it.
While I'm live on a live Facebook live, while IG live, or
It is a
TikTok
great point.
live.
It is a great point though, because you ever play Grand Theft Auto? And you want to do shit, and you're like, I don't have enough money. It's so real.
So he's
Someone-
rob the hookers.
I know, right?
You can do what you want to do. You
But-
can either go punch some people and take their money, or you can go do a mission the long way and get some money.
Isn't that the best though?
And the
And,
result
and Layla brought it up. Layla mentioned it. It's the greatest thing. How if you're in GTA and you're just like, nah, you're like, oh man, I'm low on health. And you pull up, and this lady, she's like, hey baby, what you want? She gets in the car starts going, your health bar goes up, and as soon as she gets out, nail it. And then the money's just floating there. You're like, thank you. All right. We are super excited. I want you to go in front of there we go. Guys, I want first off, we've missed you so much.
Yes.
We love you. We're also super excited to have you back.
Thank you.
Danielle is here with Danielle's shot of the week.
Hi. Tonight we're doing pineapple upside down cakes.
All right.
Tonight, and I
Oh,
am
what
happy
is this?
to
It's a what?
It's a
Oh,
pineapple upside
You
down
know
cake
that
shot.
James is afraid of pineapples in real life
I love pineapple.
because they're spiky.
Pineapple.
Do it. Do it.
I actually have something called ananophobia.
How about your big
You
don't know what that
vagina?
is?
That's what
Huh?
you are.
I feel like you can overcome your fear tonight.
Yeah.
I
Do
hope
it.
it.
It is a fear of pineapples. It's the only fruit with a defense mechanism. All right, guys, here we go.
All right.
Welcome back. This one's to Danielle. Nope, to Danielle. Welcome back.
Glory to honor if you can't remember.
That's actually really good.
Did you hear what Lucy said?
Very nice. Now what?
Yes.
Glory to honor. Oh my God, that was amazing.
Love pineapple.
You know, hey, the spikes are going to get you from the inside out now.
Stop it. Guys,
Gonna
if you want to
explode
try one of
later.
Danielle's patented shots of the week, make sure you stop in to Scarpaci. She's here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights. Stop in and say, give me one of those goddamn shots of the week. And if you are looking for some private bartending, Butterfly Bartending will hook you up. She's
Yes,
like, what's up?
Butterfly bartending.
There you go. All right, Danielle, you're the best. Thank you. We love you.
I appreciate you.
Welcome back. Great
Cheers.
shot. Guys, we're at 56 minutes.
Sweet.
That is it. Anybody want to do any send-offs? Because what we're going to do is before we go, we're going to air Evergreen. Well, you know what? Fuck around.
We have a birthday that we need to announce.
What? When? What? What birthday? I know. Go ahead. Announce. Do the announcement.
Amelia's birthday, my daughter, supposedly my daughter,
Death.
13th birthday, Friday the 20th. If I do not talk about her birthday live on air. She'll kill me.
Is she turning 13?
She's turning 13, so everybody say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Amelia! Happy birthday! You're the best. We love
She
you.
is a viewer. She views, even though I tell her not to.
I love how you were. You really thought. I was like, what birthday? You thought?
Hey,
Because she's right now. She's going.
you deal with the rat. You deal with the rat.
Happy birthday, Millie. We might have to go live. We might have to do an episode.
Yeah,
Fuck this fucking game.
Yeah,
live.
she would. She wants. You know, she wants to be
Millie
famous
Manor.
for her 13th birthday.
She does. So maybe we'll do that live from Millie Manor. Guys, you guys were fabulous. Aaron, get out of your nose.
Actually.
Whatever. Valance, always a pleasure having you. Nene, beautiful, awesome. Layla, where are you going next week?
Next week to my new job.
Awesome. So excited. Congratulations. Wishing you the best of luck, but you'll still be here whenever you get a chance. Well, probably every night. Drew, you dyeing your hair anytime soon again? Always gonna be green. I love it.
Forever and ever.
Desarae, take us home. Tell us a little bit about Evergreen.
It is basically a love song. It is a blend of pop, a little bit of rock sprinkled in there, some R&B. It's really a song that I feel like a lot of love songs aren't doing what they're supposed to do in 2024. Like a lot of them come off as a little bit toxic. So this is, I would say, a love song that people can relate to and for all relationships, whether that's romantic, familial, regardless. So it's just love of all kinds.
I fucking love that. That was fucking awesome.
Gave me a little bit of goosebumps there.
I know. Same here. Guys, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all of our sponsors. You got Meineke Car Care. You got Iron City Beer, Fista Productions, Butterfly Bartending, KMC Firearms. Make sure you check them out. And as always, I do want to thank Jesse Hale from Jesse Hale Music for our music that he supplies for the shows. Jesse, we love you. You're the best. Can't wait to have you back on the show. Guys, we're going to close out the show with Evergreen from Desarae Wynn. And from all of us here at Bar-jutsu and Iron City Beer, please drink responsibly. We'll see you next week.